So when the audience is introduced to James and Cecilia, this is at a point where Cecilia is going through, this sort of, she's dealing with the aftermath of her experience, having been in the relationship she was in, the abusive relationship she was in. So James is really just trying to help her out. He's really trying to be there, be a good friend to her. I think being a police officer, he has an empathetic sense about these things, so he might be a little bit, confident coming to this, thinking that he's well-equipped to do the job, not knowing what he's about to step into. A really key element I think that Lee has tapped into the personal, level is with Cecilia, he gets to exhibit this woman who is really finding her own strength, coming out of a rough situation, having to challenge it head on, and then she has to figure out who she is in that space. And she has to fight for herself through it. And that's what I love. I love stories about fighters and people who really have to dig down deep inside of themselves and challenge the biggest fear that I think we all have, which is ourselves. It's nothing external, it's always internal. And that's something that Cecilia has to do, is get to a place where she really understands. I mean, she's going through something that nobody can understand. It's just her. She's alone. And that loneliness is crippling, but some way she figures out how to really fight for who she is and what she wants out of this. And I think it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a really cool way to show it, too, with the fact that we're doing this, horror, action, thriller type of thing. So when the audience sees it, I feel like they're going to have a lot of fun watching it, but at the same time, they're going to kind of get to appreciate the idea of personal inner strength. Our fight scenes are insane because of the way that Lee is shooting them. Stunt team is crazy, but visually, his camera movements, his style, and you'll see it when you see the film, but I think that is what people are really going to take away from this being different, because of the way it just comes off visually is something that I have never seen before in the horror or thriller genre. Elizabeth Moss, she's awesome. Obviously fan of her prior work. It's really cool because she's so dialed into this character, Cecilia. She really understands what it is. And then, even the other day, we were shooting a scene, and she wanted to add a little something to make it just that much creepier, and it worked. So she's really, I think, locked into what journey this character is on from start to finish. And obviously, she's the perfect person to play this role. Storm, she's so smart, she's dialed in, she's very respectful and mannerable, and she's also very aware and doesn't take anything for granted. She's not like the, spoiled diva too, none of that. She really understands, where she's at, and it's really great to see because she's so young and then so successful in the game, but all I can see is just the future going up, up, up for her. And it's really impressive to see, and it's refreshing. So, and she's a great actress as well. So I'm really happy and also honored to be working with her.